Hey guys, so I am going to be making the Coachella shorts today by stripeswallowdesigns.com. This is a PDF file. You can purchase it and download it on her website. I will leave a link to her website in the description box below. And the thing I love about this tutorial, or the thing I love about these shorts, there's only two pieces, actually three, because you're going to have the elastic band part. But it is so simple and easy to put together. So let me jump right in and show you how I do it. I already have my pieces cut out, and typically I would pre-wash my fabric, but I chose not to this time. So please treat your fabric and pre-wash it so you don't have any shrinkage later. But I have cut two of the shorts back, okay, mirror image, like that, okay. And then I have cut one of the other pattern piece.
Put this one on there. See, Mommy?
I see that. So I've cut one of the other pattern piece, and this is 6T. But this pattern goes all the way from 6 months all the way up to 12 years old. And I've just about used every size in her pattern. So it's well worth the cost of the pattern. And honestly, it wasn't even that much. The price was not that much. I will also be using a new product to myself. Now, you probably have used this before, but this is Washaway Wonder Tape, and it goes along with the other products, Wonder Under and so on with that. But this is a double-sided sticky tape that disappears when you wash it. And what I will be doing with this is putting it on the edge and folding it in, and then putting it on the edge again and having a double fold like that. It's going to look really good once it's all done. And my sewing machine will go right through it with ease because I'm also going to be using the product Sewer's Aid. Sewer's Aid is a silicone-based lubricant for your thread and needle. So I highly recommend this stuff. A little goes a long way. You do want to make sure you have an even coat of your silicone-based lubricant so that it doesn't kind of look like a pool of oil. And I've never had a problem with this before. If you do get too much and it globs up, just wash it. It'll go away easily with washing solution. Okay, so I've shown you my two products that I'm going to be using, my pattern. Let's get started. Caitlin, I can't have that right now. If you have an interlocker or a serger, you would take this and go right along this pattern. And I actually do all of the pieces, okay, except for the top part. And that's mainly so I can get the waistband in here and serge it all together. But my serger is at my mother's house, so I'm not even going to worry about it. All right, I'm going to take my Wonder Under.
All I'm going to be doing here is putting the Wonder Tape all along the raw edge from the top all the way down to the inseam. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Remove that white top coat on the tape and then fold over my fabric. And it gives me a really nice, easy to work with edge. This way you don't have to work with pins. I actually really like this. Since this video, I've actually have switched to just using glue and an iron, and that works perfectly. I mean, just as fine. So whichever suits you the best.
Okay, so I'm taking my Sewer's Aid, and I am going to just do a little dot, a little bead on the needle. And then I'm going to just do a little bead on the thread itself, kind of rub it in. Of course, I'm not filming that part, but no, Caitlin.
Where's that? Mommy, where's that?
Okay. I'm going to add a step. I want to put baubles, if I can get these really cute trim. Where is the start of it?
Bubble.
Right here. I want to get this onto the pants. So I'm actually going to add this with Wonder tape right now.
I need the one.
Okay, so since I decided to add the baubles, I am going to sew the inseams all together. And then the second step will be sewing the crotch panels together. That's that really short piece that you're seeing right now. That is the very inside of the shorts. I'm going to lay these open, and then that way I can put this piece right here. I'm going to sew the inseam right here, or the crotch seam, and then I will line them up perfectly and sew the crotch pieces, the inseam, together.
Okay, so now we have our inseams done. Now we're going to do, or excuse me, the back side and the front side done. Now we're going to do our inseams.
So before I start sewing, I actually am using my fingers to press open the seam on the inside. That way there's not a lot of bulk when I go to sew it. Okay, so I started putting the inseams together, and then I realized that I didn't fold all of the raw edges to the inside, and I have to have a really clean edge to put the baubles on. So I put the Under tape on, and then I took it to my sewing machine. So that's just a step that I forgot to do. So now that I have the inseam all together, I'll be able to follow that continuous line of where my Under was, and put the baubles on it. Okay, I sped this portion up really fast. It's like 800% speed. I did not work this fast, but I am just applying my Under tape all the way along the back of the pants, and then it wraps around to the front of the legs. And to apply the baubles, you actually have to put the baubles facing, and it seems weird, but you have to put them facing on the inside. So when you turn it and sew down those raw edges, it gives you a really nice finished look. So you can see here, once I turn it in, they pop right back out and they look beautiful. So I'm just sewing really close to the baubles, and you go right over the crotch. That's why I was pressing that down earlier, so there's not a lot of bulk, because once you put this on and another layer of Wonder tape, it's just a lot of layering. So one side down, going to the next side. This Wonder tape was amazing to work with. I think if I had to do it again, I might try my new technique now of just using glue. But the problem with glue is it takes a little bit of time. So apparently I had to take care of Caitlin doing something. I'm bumping my video camera, sorry. Finishing those up all the way around the inside of the leg. Trim that away. Okay, now we are going to put this all together. And you actually have to have it where it's inside out to put it all together. And I'm going to demonstrate that in just a second. As soon as I flatten this down with my fingers, it's just easier to sew over. My daughter's in the background watching Home. Pretty fun soundtrack, if you ask me. I think I got distracted watching it. Okay, to get that really cute Coachella short look where everything just seems to flow around, like wrap around the legs, you are going to have to line up the seams or the edges together. So I will show you one more time on the other side. Now the one thing that I have changed since doing this video is that little edge piece. I don't like how it makes the pants stick out right there at the curve, so I've actually shortened it down. But here I'm just lining up both of the seams together and following it all the way around, and then right where that little tab piece is poking out, now I kind of glide over it and then cut off the excess. I don't really like the way that it looks at the very end. So now I am cutting out the waistband, and on this waistband I'm actually doing a little ruffle at the very top. That it was a really cute addition to these pair of shorts since they were going to be worn at Disney World. So just folding that down, and I had to make it wider because I wanted that ruffle at the top. So if you plan on doing that, just add ½ inch to your band, sewing all the way down, making sure to keep it even all the way down. And then I'm trying something new with this band. Well, to get the pieces together, you have to open it back up and then close it again. But the elastic, I'm actually trying something different with it. And I'm going to show you here in just a second. Oh, my daughter's trying to sew. So this box of elastic I actually bought when one of my local sewing stores was going out of business, and I just bought the whole thing. It was a great deal for me. So it comes on this really cool spool. If I can ever get the box open, I will show you what it looks like. Almost broke my fingernail getting it out. But see how it comes on this spool and it just wraps around? I love it. Elastic by the yard. So I have prepared my elastic and went ahead and sewed the complete circle. And now what I'm doing is putting the band back into my sewing machine and sewing it closed. But honestly, if you feel comfortable enough, you can skip this step. I just added it because it was in the tutorial for Striped Swallow. I just was going with the tutorial. So isn't that adorable? That cute little ruffle on the top adds such a cute look to these already cute Coachella shorts. So now I am just adding the band right on top of the opening, and I actually have to pull and make the band taut as I go through. Otherwise, the ruffle is too thick and it'll get caught underneath my foot. So I'm having to like hold it and stretch out the elastic as I go, which you would normally have to do anyway if you were doing it any other way. So the second to the last step that I'm doing here is going in with my serger. I actually ended up going to my mom's house and picking up my serger and serging the waistband because I just wanted it to have that really clean professional look. And I did go and finish the inseams and all that stuff. I like the look of it. So the final touch is going in with my sewing machine and doing a top stitch all the way around, and this will hold the waistband where we just where I just serged it. It'll hold that part down. There is the finished look. Oh my goodness, these are the cutest little pants. They are for Disney. I think my customer loved them. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this gave you some inspiration, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye! Here are a few more examples of the shorts that I have made for my daughter, and I just couldn't help myself. I went wild. So little outfit with the matching everything, little monogram up top. Okay, this is the back side of the shorts, and here is the front side. Should come up right now. And I used 2 different pattern fabric with this, and I loved the look. It was so cute. And then the pattern for the waistband matched the little front. So that is all the type of Coachella shorts I've made. There's Caitlin in another outfit, and she just was cute. I just loved the look of these shorts, and I didn't make them go with everything, but I couldn't help myself. Thank you again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.